2006, the year where Disney and THX ended their partnership. THX wasn't associated with Disney after the DVD release of Cars. But precisely, this is not what I mean. What I mean is that I'm going through an awful tough time right now. It was October 1st and I was having lunch. My mum reminded me that Z will go into the shops to get some groceries. I finished my chicken doughnuts and decided to look in the Lifeline shop to find some rare stuff. I looked through the DVD shelf, finding many adult DVDs and kids' DVDs. After a good 11 seconds, I found what appeared to be the rarest Pixar DVD box set to exist yet. It was an ultimate THX collection, featuring the first 7 Pixar films that were THX certified. The box set consisted of various Pixar characters from the first 7 Pixar films in a light blue background, while there was a caption above saying, Disney Pixar, the ultimate THX collection. The woman at the counter told me I could get it for free, and I was happy to get it. As I walked out of the shop, my mum found me and noticed the box set. She was impressed I found something rare, and we got home. As I got home, I put out the following Pixar films: Toy Story, A Bug's Life, Toy Story 2, Monsters Inc., Finding Nemo, The Incredibles, and Cars. I then noticed a secret DVD that was somehow enclosed inside of the front cover of the box set. I took it out and it was a THX trailer starring Pixar characters. The cover depicted many Pixar characters in gray rectangular boxes and a white background with the title, The Rare THX Trailer Made by Disney Pixar. The DVD was even rated as exempt from classification for some reason. I got puzzled there. Aren't Pixar films usually rated G or PG? I said to myself. However, I was pretty lucky to find a rare DVD to add in my nostalgia museum. I opened up the DVD and placed the disc in my DVD player. Well, when the DVD started, there was a language selection. The following languages were English, French, Italian, German, and Russian. I pressed English because that's what I usually prefer to watch films in. It then took me to the DVD menu. At first, it showed a montage of clips from the first 7 Pixar films in release order, and it took me to the actual menu. The DVD menu had a good design, as it showed a singular character from each of the first 7 films in square boxes, including text in his own box. The menu options were play, scene selection, setup, and bonus features. I pressed play so I could kick back and enjoy it. Before the DVD started, it showed, yet again, another warning. This trailer was made for a theatrical release of Saw 3 and must not be viewed by children. Watch at your own risk. Not again, I muttered, facepalming. The trailer started. It showed Andy's house as seen in Toy Story 2 at night. It then panned into one of the windows into Andy's room. Just then, the main characters from the first 2 Toy Story films, Woody, Buzz Lightyear, Ham, Rex, Mr. Potato Head, Slinky Dog the Alien, Jessie, and Bullseye walked in. Okay guys, listen up, Woody called out, getting everyone's attention. It's time for a roll call. Woody then paced back and forth, mentioning each toy's name. Buzz, at your service, Woody, Buzz reminded. Jessie, here, answered Jessie. Bullseye name, getting Woody's attention. Ham, yo, Ham said. Rex, here, Slinky, present, Slinky stated. Potato Head, I'm right there, Woody, but Mr. Potato Head reminded. Aliens, ooh, 3 aliens said in unison. Good, everybody is here, Woody said. Now guys, there is a crazy robot on the loose tonight, so since Andy is away for a sleepover, we better stay up all night. Check if he tries to attack anyone. Just then, 2 familiar arms appeared out of under the bed and grabbed the 3 aliens. Help us! One of the aliens cried. Oh no! Woody explained. The arms then grabbed the aliens under the bed. What just happened? Buzz said in shock. I can see what's under the bed, said Jessie, walking towards the bed. Buzz grabbed Jessie by the hand. Don't, Jessie! There's something dangerous looking through the house, Buzz reminded. Guys, I have a weird feeling about this, Rex said in a nervous tone. Don't worry, Rex. As long as the green guys are okay, we'll all be safe, Slinky replied, trying to reassure Rex. I guarantee you whoever is in the house has this kind of mileage, I remarked. Mr. Potato Head then heard what sounded like a swipe. Sweetheart, let me in Andy's room. I'm coming, dear. You'll be safe with us, Potato Head said, walking to the door. When she opened the door, got pulled away off the screen, screaming. And a familiar figure then flew out of the door. It was Tex. Hey there, toys. It's sexy, Tex taunted. Rex let out a short scream in terror. It's you! Buzz angrily sounded, pointing to the robot. Get out of Andy's house, you monster! Woody yelled too.
Oh, we'll see about that, cowboy.
Tex mocked. Tex then pressed the button on his chest to activate his jetpack and flew towards Slinky and grabbed him by the tail. Slinky screamed as he was being pulled by his lower half. Rex and Ham were concerned with Slinky. They grabbed him by both of his arms. Woody, Buzz, and Jesse decided to join in the tug of war, but Tex was too strong. Tex, laughing evilly, then lifted Slinky, Ham, and Rex into the air, and the other 3 toys let go of him. Tex then threw the piggy bank, dinosaur, and stressful dog out of Andy's bedroom window, sending them flying through the air. Slinky, Rex, and Ham screamed as they soared straight in the air until they landed on the road and got ran over by an incoming truck.
Who else wants to be tortured by Sexy Taxi?
Tex asked. Nobody hurts our friends, Jesse sounded with realistic aggression. Jesse jumped onto Bullseye's back and the duo charged up towards Tex. Tex used his move can, tipped it upside down, and created a shockwave, causing them to fly into portals that resembled hell. We heard what sounded like flames engulfing and Jesse letting out a scream of anguish, while Bullseye, on the other hand, can be heard whinnying loudly. Jesse! Buzz sounded in horror. Bullseye! Woody sounded in horror.
Time for you? Your time's to go now, you two?
Tex asked creepily. Buzz! We gotta get out of here, Woody reminded Buzz. Buzz and Woody then ran to Andy's desk to evacuate through the window. As Buzz was about to jump out of the window, he was suddenly grabbed on the waist by Tex's arms. Woody, help me! Buzz cried. Woody was stunned. Leave him alone, he shouted. Woody grabbed Buzz by his hand, while Tex grabbed him by the waist, leading to a tug-of-war. Not long after, Woody was snatched on the ankle by the mismatched toy arms from the second film. They plucked him into the air, swinging him around. Woody, no! Buzz yelled. Woody began screaming as the mismatched toy arms swung him around the room and finally flung him into an opening portal, leading to the third mirror from Woody's nightmare, also from the second film. Woody landed on the ground. He heard Tex coming. He hid behind the dustbin so he won't find him. Tex was seen in the shadows and walking around to look for Woody.
Oh, cowboy, where are you?
Tex cooed.
Don't worry. I'm only going to hurt you really bad.
Just then, Woody was grabbed by the head by the mismatched toy's arms. He yelled and strung him. Tex had found him. He yanked Woody out of the mismatched arms grip.
You're not going to like what I put in that trash can,
Tex said before running out and chuckled. What? What did you put in there? Woody asked nervously. Tex then held him over the dustbin, and it was revealed he put in a pool of blood.
Yo, Sarah,
Tex yelled in encouragement. Wait, please, don't, no! Woody said as Tex lowered his hand down into the bottle. Just then, the mismatched toy arms appeared out of the dustbin, covered in blood. The blood drained through the dustbin and proceeded to pull him down. Tex began laughing maniacally as Woody was sinking. Woody screamed, but it wasn't Tom Hanks' voice. It was the famous classic Howie scream. Just then, Tex closed the dustbin by putting the lid on. Just then, it showed a solid black blur in the dark from Monsters Inc. Sully and Mike were guarding it for duties in case of any criminals. They were guarding Boo's door because they didn't want to leave her alone.
So, Wazowski, I'm here, Tex's voice said.
Do you hear that, Sully? Mike asked him her. Yes, I hear it, Sully replied. Just then, the doer heard a chainsaw starting up. Mike, I have a bad feeling about this, Sully said. Just then, Tex dropped down in front of Mike and Sully, startling them.
Hey there, monsters. Why don't you scare children anymore?
Tex said essentially. We don't scare children anymore, because I've seen a look on a petrified little girl's face. That's why, Sully replied. You heard what my friend said. Now get out, Mike braided.
You know what? In that case,
Tex said, as he grabbed out a chainsaw from the back of his belt. Tex then started up the chainsaw. Sully and Mike gasped inside. Mike, we gotta hide in Boo's room, Sully told Mike. The two monsters then ran through Boo's door and locked it. Kitty? Boo asked. There's no time for Kitty, Boo. There's a psychotic robot trying to kill us, Sully explained. Just then, a chainsaw then poked through Boo's door. Boo screamed. Mike fell back in shock and Sully gasped. Next man poked his head through the hole and said, "Here's Jaxie!" "Sully, what do we do?" Mike asked. "I don't know. There's no other way to get rid of him." Sully responded. Tex then sawed the rest of Boo's door down with his chainsaw. "Hey, Wazowski, what do you look like as a bowling ball?" Tex asked evilly. "You do not want to know what I look like as one. In fact, you're a lot worse than Randall," Mike braided. "Okay, let's go bowling with Tex the THX," he said. Tex then started up his chainsaw, getting ready to kill Mike. "Hey, you kill him. I will call the CDA," Sully angrily shouted. Tex slowly walked up towards Mike with the chainsaw still running. "Please, no, don't kill me. I promise I'll start scaring children again. Put that thing away. No, no, no!" Mike screamed. Tex then threw his chainsaw up into the air and slammed down on Mike's arms and legs, laughing wickedly. Mike screamed with realistic emotion. His actor, Billy Crystal, sounded like he was being tortured really badly. Boo screamed and cried at the same time watching what was happening. Sully covered her eyes, screaming with her. Tex then stopped sawing Mike and he had sawed his arms and legs off clean. Though a bit of blood could be seen, Mike had no pulse. Boo cried for him in the hurt. "Mike Wazowski," he moaned. "Oh, don't forget about this," Tex said. He opened up his mouth wide and let out both a scream and a deep note at the same time. Sully and Boo covered their ears because of how loud it was, trying to block out the sound. And Sully's ears began to bleed at that moment. The sound was loud from my DVD player too. I covered my ears as well. Sully used his other arm to grab a vase on Boo's sofa and smash it over Tex's head. The deep note and screamed stopped. I uncovered my ears, but they were bleeding. "Oh," Tex said, rubbing his metallic head. "That's it. It's time for me to kill you for real." Tex threw a pipe bomb into Boo's room. Boo squealed in horror and Sully gasped. Tex then flew out laughing maniacally through the hallway so he didn't get engulfed in flames. And then showed a shot of Sully and Boo panicking over the bomb. Once the pipe bomb exploded, the screen then cut to black. But the trailer wasn't over yet. So we'd seen a fish tank. In the fish tank, there was Marlin, Nemo, and Dory from Finding Nemo. "Where is everybody?" Marlin asked. "Dad, I'm scared," said Nemo. "I don't know where we are. This isn't Beat Charlie 42 Wallace Wasted," Dory said. "It's P Sermon 42 Wallaby Wasted Knee," Dory. Marlin corrected. Right, she responded. Just then, Tex jumped in front of the tank, scaring the three fish. Marlin, Dory, and Nemo screamed. "What's up, fissies? I'm in the mood for fish and chips." "You're not going to cook us, are you?" asked Marlin. "Wanna bet?" asked Tex. Tex then used a small fishing net and picked up the tree with it. He approached a frying pan that was already boiling. Just then, Tex placed him onto the pan. "Hey guys, before I continue, look at that picture. That's clearly not a frying pan. That is a grill. If you think it's a pan, good for you, dude. But I could go for grill. Yes. Alright, let's continue the story. Nemo, Marlin, and Dory screamed in agony as they were being cooked, while Tex, on the other hand, laughed like crazy. "I don't want to be fish food, Dad!" Nemo cried. "Any fish? Help us! We're cooking!" Dory screamed realistically as her breasts solidified. Just then, it cut to a view of Metroville from The Incredibles at night. Just then, the Power family walked in with their superhero outfits. "This is just night duty for us kids. Your mother and I are counting on you," Bob said. Just then, the family heard evil laughter. "Wait, Syndrome's alive?" I wondered. Just then, Tex flew in front of him. "Hello, Incredibles. Looking for evil to fight?" Tex asked him mockingly. "Yes, we are going to give you a big knockout, Red Robot," said Bob, returning to find him. Tex chuckled. "You think I'm not strong enough? Well, what about this?" Tex then grabbed out both the chainsaw and butcher's knife. Bob gasped. "We can't find him. He's too dangerous to fight with," Helen reminded. "Let me make a large force field that could protect us," Eric said. She then summoned a force field and put it around her and her family. "Leave this to me. I'll get ourselves out of here," Dash remarked. He then proceeded to use his super speed to run very fast. "Hey,
Don't you run from a T-Man. Tex shouted. He pressed the button on his chest and proceeded to fly after him. Des, he's gaining on us, Bob told Des. Tex continued running for his family. While Jack whimpered for a bit, Tex couldn't fly faster. He then pushed his finger into his jetpack button, pressing it hard. Come on, let's get faster, Tex yelled, and he flew a lot faster. Almost there, Violet said, as she and her family were almost out of town. However, a portal to a fiery place opened in front of them. What? Bob explained. The Incredibles family then went through the portal and screamed as they fell. They continued screaming until there was a sudden fiery explosion before the portal closed. Then, another scene played. And so Flick, Dot, and Heimlich sleeping. When it zoomed out, it was revealed they were on a wooden table with a landing zone on them. Flick woke up, but was confused by what he was sitting on. Where am I? Flick asked. Heimlich! Dot! Wake up! Dot and Heimlich woke up. What is it, Flick? Heimlich spoke. Just then, Tex came in with a magnifying glass. Dot shrieked shortly. Who are you? He asked fearfully. Well, hi there, little buddies. My name's Tex. Tex introduced himself. Tell us one good reason why you took us here, Flick demanded. I want to give you guys a sunny day. Let's have fun in the sun with a T-Man, Tex remarked. Tex then held the magnifying glass over the lamp, and the three bugs began burning. Flick, Heimlich, and Dot screamed in anguish as their skin was being burnt. Tex laughed like crazy as he scorched the three bugs until they fainted, with their skin now in a shade of dark brown. Just then, and so the car scene. It began with Lightning McQueen and Mater at the tractor pasture. The entire field was empty, except for the two cars who were visiting. Isn't right, McQueen? Mater asked. We're on field duty. You bet, Mater. You bet, Lightning replied. Just then, they heard rustling from a bus. What is that? Lightning asked. Hey, is that for Ghost Slide? Asked Mater fearfully. How doubt it? It's got to be something larger than that, Lightning said. The two cars then heard what sounded like a chainsaw. What's that? Mater said, about to panic. The chainsaw sound got louder and louder until the bus got chopped in half, revealing Tex. It's time to fix some cars, Tex sounded light and evil. Mater screamed, but his scream sounded like his voice actor has lost his shit. Mater drove away screaming. Tex began to run up towards the Queen. Lightning drove off too. Tex then pressed the button on his chest and activated his jetpack and flew towards the two cars. He swung his chainsaw around, laughing crazily. As Lightning and Mater were about to evacuate the field, Tex suddenly teleported in front of them. Tex flew towards Lightning, about to swing his chainsaw right down on him. Right before his chainsaw was about to make contact with Lightning, the screen cut to black. It showed the back screen for 5 seconds until it showed a white saw of THX logo in a dark background. The Pixar mascot, Luxo Jr., can be seen on the ground broken. Just then, the scream deep note raised and played. This time it featured many screams that belonged to various Pixar characters, including those of Woody's, Buzz's, Sully's, Mike's, Flick's, Nemo's, and Lightning McQueen's. Just then, Tex dropped down into the ground as if it was a jump scare and faced the audience. Hello, Pixar fans. It's Texy. I've murdered your precious Pixar characters. Want to know why? Because they disrespect me and my logo. If either of you are ever scared of me, Texy's coming for you. Farewell. Texan flew away into the night sky, laughing evilly. Just then, the THX slogan, the audience was listening, dropped down. The screen then faded to black. But not long after, it showed an edited close-up shot of Woody screaming after waking up from his nightmare from Toy Story 2, only that he was crying blood and his eyes were red rather than brown, accompanied by the howdy scream, scaring the crap out of me. Just then, the DVD ended and took me back to the menu. I was going to take out the DVD, but I thought I should look through the bonus features. The bonus features were the 3 text trailers, Texas debut movie canon action, trailers of the first 7 Pixar films, and a web link to Pixar's website. When my mom came home, I showed her what I saw on the DVD. Fortunately, she knew I was telling the truth. I managed to grab a few screenshots before she burnt the DVD, but not the other DVDs. I didn't sleep overnight. I dreamt of many different ways Tex could kill me. Drowning me in a bloody puddle, killing me with a chainsaw, frying me alive, sending me into a portal to hell, and burning me with a magnifying glass. Obviously, this is one of Adam Kennington's sick tricks. At least that bastard has 20 years of imprisonment. There are so many weird animators out there.